Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. So a lot of you have made video requests and I will be doing one today, which is my summer beauty makeup routine. And have just finished, if you want to take a look. And this is my makeup that I wear for basically running around Manhattan in the city, whether it's to castings, to lunches, to going out at night. This is how I do my makeup. If I'm on vacation or on the beach, I don't wear any makeup at all. So this is my really just easy, simple, no makeup summer routine. So for my first step, I always use a scrunchie to put my hair up because, I don't know, I mean, as a 90s kid, we all love scrunchies, but it also helps from keeping a dent out of your hair. You know, like sometimes if you put your hair in a high pony, there's like a giant crease in the middle. It's not so cute, so I'm going to put my hair up in a big scrunchie. So next step is prepping the skin, and it's super important if you're gonna be out running around in the city in the sun to wear sunscreen. So I love this one by NARS. It's a Radiance Primer Broad Spectrum SPF 35 sunscreen, which is super nice because it's a primer, so it preps the skin for the makeup. It helps the makeup stay on longer and doesn't make it sink in, and basically so that your skin just doesn't soak it all up and that you keep the makeup on longer, but it also keeps you from getting sunburned. So I put about this much on. Let me just rub it in my fingers and just put it all over the skin. If you have parts of your face that get sunburned more, you may want to load up more in those areas. For me, it's under the eyes and on the nose. I get a little rosy, so just put it all on. And before I did this, all I did was wash my face and put moisturizer on. So you guys are really watching the full steps. The next step is I'm gonna prep my lips with what I always say, Dr. Papa's lip balm, just so that the lips stay hydrated before we go into doing the full makeup look. So for skin in summer, I don't like wearing a heavy foundation. And if I'm on the beach, I'm actually not wearing any foundation at all. But in the city, running around to lunch, you go on a little something. Glossier does a great tinted moisturizer, which is also their foundation, but it's water-based and it's super light. It's like basically nothing. It doesn't really cover up much, but it just evens everything out. Mine is a Perfecting Skin Tint medium color, and you don't have to use a lot. First, shake it up and just squirt a little bit onto your hand. I do like this much, not that much. And grab a foundation brush, and I just load it on. Now that we're done with that, see if you can tell, it's just basically evened out everything. And I mean, I still have dark circles under my eyes, so I'm going to cover it with concealer, but this is basically super light, super fresh. You don't get that like muggy, heavy makeup feeling, which is nice for the summer. Next, I'm gonna use my NARS concealer. It's my favorite. It's a liquid, it's super light as well, not very heavy. It looks like you barely have anything on. This one is the Radiant Creamy in medium 1 color. And what I do is I just put it in spots where I need a little bit more coverage. And again, I get a little pinky on my nose and around my nose. And these are basically just my areas that I put concealer on. And I take my brush and blend it in. Done. So I'm done with foundation and concealer. And next I'm going to start my favorite and I think the most fun stuff, which is the bronzing and highlighting. And this is a new palette from NARS. It's called the Cheek Palette Rève. And as you can see, the colors are super beautiful and shiny. I think the most important thing for highlighting is the brushes that you use, because sometimes if you use too heavy of a brush, it can get clunky and a little chunky, and you just want it to be very smooth and natural looking. So I'm gonna take this kind of brush, and I'm just going to go over, and I'm going to apply right on my cheekbones. And a little bit under my eyebrow as well, into this C shape. Now, after I did that, I'm going to add a bit of bronzer just to add a bit more definition. This is the NARS Fort de France highlighter bronzer. And I'm gonna take a brush that's shaped like this. I'm gonna put it right below. I put the highlighter here, I'm gonna put the bronzer here. And then I always like, I know some people don't like this, but I always like to take my finger after and just like gently dab and make sure that it's all blended in nicely. Next, I am going to do my eyebrows, which my eyebrows are always a little crazy. So, and a brow can make a difference. Most of you, if you have very predominant strong eyebrows, you don't need to do this because it can take a look from being super natural to super makeup-y. So don't go too heavy on the brows. I'm going to be using the Benefit Gimme Brow, which is a brow gel that I really like. I think they do the best job. This or Glossier's Boy Brow I use, but to me they're very similar, so you can use either one. And you basically just brush the brow up. The one that I'm using is not very full, so I can really add more and build up. And you can just make sure you blend where you need to and brush all the way through. Next for eyes, I want my look to, again, be super simple and super natural, so I'm just gonna curl my lashes and add just a little bit of mascara. For the mascara, I'm gonna use the Dior Show Pump and Volume, which I really like because it's the bottom soft, so you can like squeeze it to get as much mascara as possible. It can sometimes be a little bit chunky, so sometimes if it's too much, I do this with the brush and scrape as much off as possible, because again, you don't want a super heavy eyelash. By the way, I don't know if anyone looks good putting on mascara. I bet I'm making the craziest face ever. Okay, as you can tell, I have mascara all over my eyelids, so just make sure you go through and wipe it off. And last but not least, a girl can never go anywhere without lip gloss, and I like to use the Chanel, oh my god, why is this name so difficult? Rouge Coco Gloss 744, for those of you that I pronounce this wrongly too. And simply rub together, and voila! This is my summer makeup look. And again, like, I wanted to just keep it super natural, super easy, not too makeup-y. Another tip that I like to use is this body oil. It's shimmery. It looks super intense in this bottle, but it's not as crazy on. And you can put it anywhere. You can put it in your hair, on your face, body, hands. But it gives you a really summery, shiny glow, and I mean, again, it looks super tan and crazy, but on it looks super nice. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions or want more tips, comment below. Thanks for tuning in.